This is Paul Newman, and if you are seeing this screen, I am hoping to assure you here that the live stream will start very soon. So please stay tuned. Hello everybody, and welcome back to what is another video. Can I just say thank you very much for supporting the channel, watching the videos in your fashion. It is always very much appreciated. I hope you are really enjoying learning about all of these horses. I certainly am. As we go along, I learn something every day. Right, the next video we're going to take a look at is a 3-year-old Fillies Roundup from Europe. The first European review of the season, really. Sat here in the middle of April 2024, and I've managed to chuck together 3 races, all that feature 4 Classic Watch 2024 possibles. So what we will be able to do is we will be able to watch them all run, and then I'll talk about them at the end, and we'll try and predict just where they are as we're heading towards the European Classics and the first Fillies Classic of the season, the 1000 Guineas. Before I do that, I'll just give a quick plug to the site, classicwatch24.great/site.net. There people will see all the horses. What I've done is I've put them in order of where they're trained, just to break it down a bit. There's also a roll of honour as well, so people will be able to see just how the horses are progressing at the moment. It's updated, you'll see there, to around early April at the moment. Right, the 3 races I've got today, what we're going to take a look at. We're going to take a look at the seasonal reappearance of the Goffs Million winner and Classic Watch 2024 Dark Horse, one of the 3 unexposed fillies, One Look. She won the Goffs Million, £500,000 in her first race in scintillating style. We're then going to stay in Ireland and move up the grades to Group 3 level and take a look at Leopardstown, and I think it's called the Priory Bell, 1000 Guineas trial, Group 3. That featured another Paddy Toomey trained horse that I'm taking a look at, not on the Classic Watch 24 yet, but there is a possible video made on the horse called a Lilac Roller. And also making her seasonal reappearance in that race was another of the 3 unexposed fillies that Aidan O'Brien trained Buttons. And then we're going to move over to France, last of all, to take a look at Deauville and the Group 3 Prix Imprudence, which featured the seasonal reappearance of probably, I think, one of the only couple of French horses I've got on the Classic Watch 24 site so far, Ramatuelle. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to keep quiet for a bit, and I'm going to try and play out these races. The first race, I will say, I had trouble finding it where I usually find my races, which, contrary to public opinion, is not racing TV. They just like to claim all of the videos I use as theirs, when there's nothing to do with racing TV on any of the videos I use. This one, however, there is, because when I went to look at the first race, the appearance of One Look, there was only 30 seconds of it. I think they'd missed it, and they were showing the instant replay of it. But I have managed to find a full copy of it. So what I will do is I will start to play the 3 races now and be back shortly. Thank you very much, everybody, and see you soon.
Gates, half thinking about getting down. Stalls handers up. Let's get up to Justin.
For our second contest, Mag's just a little bit slow in his stride, but Rona Whelan tucks in behind the rest of the field. As they race through the first 100 yards and towards the stand side, still rolling, showing up with on the far side Action Plan. And Action Plan has gone through to lead now for Sherry Foley in the early stages. From still rolling, Edvard Grieg, One Look, tucked in 4, and the back marker is Mags as the field tack over towards the far side of the track as they race through the first couple of furlongs, and it's Action Plan and Shane Foley taking them along by a length or two to Edvard Grieg and Andy Slattery racing in second, still rolling towards the stand side for Rory Cleary in third. One Look, the long odds on favourite for Billy Lee, races in four, and a couple of lengths back to Mags and Ronan Whelan, the back marker of the quintet. So heading on towards halfway, and the lead continues to be held by Action Plan, no change in the order, still rolling, getting a little bit closer towards the stand side. Edvard Grieg towards the far side. One Look is in four, and Mags continues to be the back marker of the quintet as they head down towards the two. And push not coming to shove yet. Action Plan leads from still rolling, just asked in second. One Look now pulled out towards the outside to try to make its challenge. Edvard Grieg is ridden, and they're followed by Mags as they race down inside the final furlong and a half. An Action Plan over the far side from still rolling. One Look now getting rolling on the stand side as they race down to the furlong point, and One Look and Billy Lee comes through the lead. Action Plan over the far side, still rolling, running on in third, but racing in well inside the final furlong. It's One Look, quickens up, goes on by a couple of lengths, and as they race up towards the finish, One Look, workmanlike in the end, but wins well enough by about 2.5 in the end from Action Plan in second, still rolling third, Edvard Grieg and Mags 4 and 5.
Flag raised. And that off over 7 furlongs, the Ballylynch Stud Praddy Bell Stakes. For Fillies, Group 3, and it's Alpharets and Green Finch together, followed by Kitty Rose as they see out the first furlong. And as they sort themselves out, Alpharets and the filly with the big white face, Green Finch, the darkish colours, followed by Kitty Rose, then Finch Gale Lewis, and Wendland next with the Lilac Roller. Mysteries towards the inside of Money Dancer in the white cap is Sweetest with a couple of lengths to Buttons. At the rear of the field is her stable companion, Cherry Blossom. Nicely spaced out, heading towards the halfway stage, and Kitty Rose goes on by 3 parts of a length to Green Finch, half a length back to Finch Gay Lewis in third. Knocked back into fourth is Alpharets. They're tracked at halfway, a Lilac Roller, and then comes Wendler. Mysteries on the inside of Money Dancer, and then Sweetest with the final couple, Buttons and Cherry Blossom. 2.5 furlongs to go as they run into the home straight. Kitty Rose, the leader from Green Finch, pushed up on the outside is Finch Gay Lewis, followed by Lilac Roller, the yellow cap, then Alpharets. Wendler makes ground on the outside, followed inside the two by Mysteries. Sweetest is next, being followed by Buttons, who's still well back. Money Dancer and Cherry Blossom, the final two. Racing towards the final furlong, and Kitty Rose is strongly challenged, one from the rail by a Lilac Roller, kicking away from Wendler, then Green Finch and Alpharets, and a Lilac Roller gets two on the inside. Kitty Rose racing inside the final 100 yards, and it's a Lilac Roller on the stand side, fractionally from Kitty Rose. A Lilac Roller, Kitty Rose 1-2, running on from way back was Buttons on the outside. A Lilac Roller maintains her beat record in the Ballylynch Praddy Bell.
Comes up to take her place. Favoured is Ramatuel. White and black colours stall 3. Good to go. And off. So race over 1,400 metres. The orange of Shady Lady is the slowest one to get into stride. There's a slight, well, quite a difference of opinion where they want to go. Alabama Moon on the right is going to go over and join the others. They go to 2 groups. On the left in white and green Tamfana. Blue of Romantic Style. Maroon and yellow Great Generation. Then Abstract in the pink cap, who's come more towards the grandstand side running race. Rail, Ramatuel, the black chevrons on white, is with her. Shady Lady is the third in that line, and eventually Alabama Moon has decided that he does want to be on the grandstand side running rail in the red sleeves, and so forms 3 groups, making their way down to halfway. Abstract is just in front. Looks like Tamfana on the left is just about in second place. On the right is Alabama Moon, the white face of Ramatuel. She's been quite keen early on in this. Running in fourth place at the moment. Romantic Style in the blue colours is next, and then Shady Lady in orange, and the yellow cap, little bit hidden, of Great Generation is just at the rear of the field. 400 metres, 2 furlongs to go. Tamfana on the left is now coming through to try and join Abstract. One from the right is Ramat Chuel, who comes to lay down her challenge. Romantic Style is behind those. Running on then is Great Generation and also Shady Lady. 200 metres to go. Black sleeves, Ramat Chuel. Blue jacket, Romantic Style, who's in front of her at the moment. Tamfana in white and green is behind those. They race towards the line. Romantic Style narrowly in front. Ramatuel in second. That's where she's staying. Romantic Style has beaten Ramatuel. Tamfana's behind him in third place, and Great Generation next in fourth. And Alabama Moon just still coming now to finish last of the 7. So Romantic Style, number 1, wins it. Ramatuel, second. Keen early on. Not given a hard time, though. They'll be satisfied. Tamfana.
Well, I like Ian Bartlett. He's a very, very shrewd man. What he said about Ramatuel at the end there, I think. Wasn't asked a lot. Right, 3 very interesting races, I think. It's safe to say there. We'll start with One Look. Basically, I don't know. I think people might go a long way to find a bigger egg and spoon race than that in Ireland this season. I mean, the filly had won £545,000 on debut, running to a mark of 106, and then comes out and wins an £11,000 egg and spoon race, running to a mark of 83 on only its second start. 23 inferior than the form it showed when beating Cherry Blossom by 6 lengths on debut. I mean, that run, it's safe to say, it's just probably, hopefully, will just be a pipe opener for the horse. They can certainly can't say the horse has gone forward as a consequence of that run. But they obviously thought that the horse needed a run to get a run into it before upping it up in class, which surely awaits now. The horse has yet to run in a pattern race. See what entries the horse has got. You'll see there One Look is entered at Newmarket, where it is a 20-1 chance for the 1,000 guineas, where it will be taking on some better fillies than what it raced there at Cork, it's safe to say. It's also entered at the end of May in the Irish 1,000 guineas. It's also entered in the Betfred Oaks, which is 5 days after the Irish guineas. So it's probably one or the other there. 33-1 shot for that. And it is also entered in the Juddmonte Irish Oaks on the 20th of July at 12:10. So 4 classics now, according to the entries. It will soon be time to see if the Gleneagles side, One Look, Damn Holy Salt, will deliver a classic for connections this year. Paddy Toomey, who seems to have a strong hand this year. A Lilac Roller. I thought she did very well, taking the step up to Pattern Company in her stride on her 3rd start and her first start at 3 to win the Group 3 race. Run into a mark, which I think is baffling on the day, of 97. I mean, the horse had beat Opera Singer by a length to a mark of 96. Opera Singer has since then come out and destroyed 2 pattern races. I think the mark they gave Opera Singer when she won the Marcel Boussac was in the low 110s, about 112, 113, or something like that. And this horse comes out on a run after beating a now 113 rated horse. And they rate it 97. I mean, what can you say? But again, the owners, the Mutual Admiration Society Partnership and trainer Paddy Toomey certainly look to have 2 nice fillies heading towards this season, sired by Harry Angel, a Lilac Roller out of a dam called Majala. And you'll see just the 1 entry for a Lilac Roller at the minute. She is entered in the Irish 1,000 guineas at the end of May. She doesn't look to be going to Newmarket. Might be One Look at Newmarket. They did well to keep these 2 apart on the first run. I mean, they might know whether One Look could have won the Group 3 or not. But they chose to let a Lilac Roller take the race out and ran One Look in the Egg and Spoon race. The other horse we had in that race, Buttons, well, Kingman sired by Wonder of Wonder. I thought this ran a superb race, really. I mean, if people go back and watch the race again, they will see it. She stayed on very well nicely without ever threatening to get to the front two. That was over 7 furlongs. It was her best run of her career. She won by a nose in June 2023, went into a mark of 84. She has slightly improved that on her first start of the season and only her second run, securing a placed effort in a pattern race, running to a mark of 88. Obviously, we saw Fillies got Stellenbosch, the Japanese 1,000 Guineas winner, run into a mark of 117. So there's a long way to go yet. I think horses like Ylang were maybe about 112, 113 were the best of the UK and Irish fillies last year on the ratings, according to the Racing Post. So while Buttons has still got plenty of improvement to find, according to the ratings, I think if people look at her pedigree, she's more than capable of improving. I think this season, what she also could have possibly given us a clue there is the versatility of the ground. Heavy ground on that day, good ground when she won in June last year. So hopefully she looked. That was a lovely Oaks trial in a 7 furlong race, wasn't it? I mean, I'm sure they'll up her in trip after this. People will see that Buttons is one that's also entered in the same 4 races as One Look was. 25 to 1 shot at Newmarket for the 1,000 Guineas. 33 to 1 shot for the Oaks. Actually, more like Oaks filly on eyes there. But Kingman, you'd have to be wary whether Kingman would get the 12 furlongs, whatever dam that they put him with. I really do think that. But we'll have to see. But good horse, Buttons. That was a very encouraging, I think, run. And she's also in the Irish Oaks as well on the 20th. Very encouraging run, though, after such nearly a long way of 10 months off. First one age 3 in a Group 3 on heavy ground. And to quote the Australians, she hit the line lovely, they would have said there, and been very encouraged with that. The last one we need to look at is Ramatuel. Ramatuel, one of our high-rated fillies as a 2-year-old. You see there running to marks of around 110. Winner of a Group 3, winner of a Group 2, runner-up in the middle park behind Van Dijk. The main thing is what they are doing with this filly, what I was glad they're doing, is they seem to be upping trip. I hope that run doesn't put them off going up to a mile, or at least going up to a mile. Yeah, we need for a classic. That was her first run at 7 furlongs, and she wasn't exactly falling across the line, was she? Let's just say. She looked to have plenty left. Saying that, on the day the Godolphin filly ran well, and I was quite disappointed that she lost this, really, with Ramatuel. The sort of a race that I would be expecting a horse to win if the race was legitimate, really. Took a good look at all the others. The form was in the book of all the others. And yet somehow the odds-on favourite gets beat, somehow. Pulled Aurelian Lemetra's arms out for 5 or 6 furlongs. And then in the last furlong, just surging at the line without ever looking to like getting the winner. Very frustrating. Very frustrating run. Goes to show that horse racing is what it is. Sometimes these Infinity 9 horses, Ecurie de Monco et al., I'm sure will be back for the French Guineas. Well, I'm hoping they will be. Let's see what other races the horses entered in. The French races can be a bit funny. We'll see that she's entered actually in the UK Guineas in May, for which she is a 14 to 1 shot. So we've had a look at all 3. We've got one. They're not sure, are they? The ones we're looking at in this video. So Ramatuel, I think, has it all to do really now. She's obviously a classy filly, side by Justify. The 2-year-old form showed that, but I was hoping she would leave her 2-year-old form and take it up to another level this year. Maybe she still might. Who knows? But I, for one, was disappointed she didn't win that day. It was her first time she encountered heavy ground. She was very good on good ground and good to soft ground. Soft and very soft. She's beaten by Van Dijk on very soft ground as well. She's beaten on heavy. Maybe she just don't want it that soft. But I thought it was a disappointing run. disappointing to see, and hopefully she can put that run behind her and move forward through the French Classics. Right, that video's done now, I think, everybody. So I can wrap this video up now. Thank you very much to everybody who took the time to watch it. It's very much appreciated. 4 very interesting fillies. I'm sure you will all agree. And it will be interesting to see how they progress through the summer now they have got their first run under their belts. I am hoping to be back soon with another video of some description. But for now, take care, everybody. What I will do at the end of the video is I will leave everybody a list to a playlist of some sort. And I will also give everybody an opportunity who has watched this video and has chosen not yet to subscribe to the channel. I will give everybody an option to subscribe as well. In that way, they will not miss any more videos moving forward. But for now, we're halfway or a third of the way, maybe 2/3, I don't know how many days the race, through the Craven meeting here in the UK. We've got the Greenham coming up as well, and the Fred Darling. Plenty of Guineas trials to come, probably more action in France as well. But for now, I'm going to leave this video here. Take care, everybody. Have a fantastic evening, and look after yourselves. Goodbye.